There comes a moment in every man's life when he's faced with a choice, to give up or to fight for everything he's ever dreamed of. This is our story. This is where we rise. In the bustling city of Lagos, David, a determined young man in his early 30s, lives with his wife, Annabelle, and their 7-year-old son, Junior. Despite his best efforts, David struggles to secure a stable job, making ends meet by doing odd jobs and selling small items on the streets. His dream is to work in finance, but without a degree or connections, he faces constant rejection. As time passes and their financial situation worsens, Annabelle begins to lose hope. The small apartment they live in barely holds their meager belongings. The strain of poverty and uncertainty takes its toll on their relationship. Arguments become frequent, and Annabelle, overwhelmed by their circumstances, decides she can no longer endure the hardship. One night, after a particularly heated argument, Annabelle packs her bags, and about leaving, she said to David, "I need to find a better life for myself," she said. She plans to take Junior with her, but the little boy clings to his father, refusing to leave. Annabelle, torn but resolute, walks out the door, leaving David and Junior behind. David is heartbroken but more determined than ever to succeed. His situation worsens. Unable to pay the rent, he and Junior were evicted from their apartment and forced to move into an uncompleted building. Despite the harsh conditions, David never gives up. Every night, after Junior falls asleep, David would study by the dim light in their corner of the shelter. He's preparing for an upcoming interview at a prestigious financial firm in Victoria Island, a chance he knows could change their lives forever. One night, sensing his father's distress, Junior lies awake. David, noticing his son's concern, kneels beside him and delivers an impassioned speech. "Hey son, life will knock you down more times than you can count, but what matters is that you get back up every time. Don't ever let someone tell you that you can't do something, not even me. You have a dream, you protect it. When people can't do something themselves, they're going to tell you that you can't do it. But if you want something, go get it, all right?" he said. Bolstered by his own words, David goes into his interview with fierce determination. He aces the exam and is offered an unpaid internship at the firm. Though it's not the immediate financial relief he needs, David sees it as his chance to prove himself. Days turn into weeks, and David works tirelessly, balancing his internship, odd jobs, and caring for Junior. The stress is immense, but David's resolve only strengthens. His dedication catches the eye of his superiors, and at the end of the internship, he is offered a full-time position. With his first paycheck, David moves Junior into a modest apartment in Lekki, Lagos State. Though it's not lavish, it's theirs, and it represents the new life they fought so hard to build. As David's career progresses, he never forgets the struggles he endured. He starts mentoring young people in the streets of Lagos, teaching them the lessons he learned the hard way. Months later, Annabelle returns, seeking reconciliation. Life without David and Junior has been harder than she thought, and she regrets her decision to leave. She begs David to take her back, but David, having found strength and stability without her, refuses. He tells Annabelle that while he forgives her, he cannot allow her back into his life. His focus is now on raising Junior and building the future they've fought so hard to achieve.